The Treaty of Nation Ford, signed in 1840 between the Catawba Nation and the state of South Carolina, stands as a stark example of colonial hypocrisy. What was presented as a fair agreement between two parties was, in truth, a calculated dispossession, a document written by colonists to legitimize their own wicked expansion. The Catawba had once held a territory spanning millions of acres across North and South Carolina. After decades of disease, warfare, and encroachment, their land had already been reduced to a fraction of its former size. Earlier treaties, such as those in 1760 and 1763, had recognized a 144,000-acre reservation, intended to be a permanent homeland for the Catawba people. Yet, by the time the Treaty of Nation Ford was drafted, the settlers' greed for land had only intensified. Under the 1840 agreement, the Catawba were coerced into ceding nearly all of their remaining land to the state of South Carolina in exchange for a meager $5,000 payment and a promise of a 630-acre reservation. This so-called treaty, created without federal approval and without the authority of the United States government, violated even the most basic principles of treaty law. The Catawba, stripped of legal representation and bargaining power, were effectively forced to sign away their homeland under duress. The result was catastrophic. They lost 99.6% of their territory and were confined to a fraction of land incapable of sustaining their community. The hypocrisy is staggering. The same colonial and state leaders who prided themselves on the sanctity of law, Christianity, and civilized order created and then violated their own treaty within the same generation. Their actions revealed that treaties with native nations were scams by modern definition. The Catawba fought for recognition and compensation, culminating in a land claims lawsuit that reached the U.S. Supreme Court in the late 20th century. It was only in 1993 that a settlement finally acknowledged the state's violation, granting the tribe limited restitution and land rights, a shallow gesture for generations of betrayal. The tragedy of the Catawba is a reoccurring pattern. It is emblematic of the broader American hypocrisy toward indigenous peoples. The colonists' failure to honor their own word remains one of the many wicked stains on South Carolina's history, a lesson in how the law, when corrupted by greed, can become the very tool of oppression it claims to prevent.